Still on our beginners class, the first thing you need to understand as a forex trader is pips. So today we'll be taking our time to calculate pips in the forex market. So if you don't know how to calculate pips and how pips works as a forex trader, make sure you watch this video to the end so that you understand how to calculate pips in the forex market. So let us start with introduction to pips. Okay, so pips is an acronym of percentage in point. Is the smallest unit of price movement in the forex market. So what this simply means is pips is how you measure the movement in the price market. So that's the smallest movement. Then let me just make this very, very understandable for you. So let's say you are buying the dollar at 1,500. That is the amount you're buying $1 per naira. Okay. Then the value increases to 1,600 per dollar. So you measuring it is via pips. So the 1,500 to 1,600 is a pip movement in the price. This is just an illustration though, but don't worry, you understand better as we go on. So in definition, a pip is a standard unit of measurement that represents a tiny change in the exchange rate of a currency pair. So exactly what I just said. So any difference that has been made in the price in terms of buying or selling in the forex market in any currency pair is a pip move. Okay, it's a pip move. So let's say the naira depreciates or adds up, that's a pip move in the market. Okay, so this is an example here. One value, that's 1 pip, equals 1.00 value of the base currency. But we look into it now. So let us just rush in. Now, type of pips, okay? The pip is divided into 6, all right? It's divided into 6. Let me just start from fresh here. This is 0, good. Now you can see we have 1 0 before the decimal point. Please pay attention, please. 1 0 before the decimal point. Then we have 5 zeros after the decimal point. Now, if you notice, you will discover I have Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CAD, AUD USD, USD CAD, Euro AUD. This is because pip calculation varies via currencies. So there are some currencies that are paired together that their pip doesn't look like this, like gold, US 30, and some other pairs. But don't worry, I will do a video on that, and I will also drop the video, and I'll make sure I share the link of that video also in this video, okay? So let us understand how to calculate the pips on Euro USD and these pairs you are seeing. There are a lot more that their pips looks like this. So how you identify this kind of pips settings is a number with a decimal point after the number, okay? So one number with a decimal point after the number, then five more numbers, okay? So this type of pip, these are the types of pips rather. These are the type of pips we have. We have the pipette. So in explanation, the pipette is the last number after the decimal point. So the last number, which is known as the fifth number after the decimal point. If you are trading Euro USD, AUD USD, USD CHF, or GBP USD, if you are trading any one of them and you discovered as you're trading the fifth number add up in 1, that is +1, or adds up in 4, that simply means it has moved 4 pipettes upward, okay? That's just it. Simple. Then please pay attention. The fourth number, that's the one I just changed to 2, is known as your pips, okay? So that's your pip, okay? That's your pip. If that number should depreciate, which is add up or reduce, that is a 2 pip move. If you should add up in 2, a 2 pip move, reduce. So if we have to count till 9, then it goes back to 0, then the number close to it changes to 1. That's just how it moves, like binary. Okay, so the third number, as I've just labeled it there, same thing is what third number after the decimal point. Please make sure you pay attention to that after. Third number after the decimal point is known as what? Your 10 pip. So if this one should change to 2 and you are in a trade, automatically your trade has moved in the negative or positive direction 10 pips. So a number changing in this particular number 3 after the decimal point is a 10 pip move. So moving further, the second number after the decimal point is known as what? Is known as 100 pips move. Look at it here, 100 pips. So if that number should change from that 3 now, the number should change from that 3 to 4. That means any trade you are currently on is over 100 pip move. Okay, so that's what you should be conversant with. So same thing applies to what? The first number after the decimal point. So the first number after the decimal point is known as the 1000 pips move. So in the types of pips, the first number after the decimal point is known as what? Your 1000 pip move. Okay, so if this number should add up or reduce, 1000 pip move. Lastly, the first number before the decimal point is known as what? 10,000 pips. That's a lot, right? Yes. If this 3 should turn into 4 or 5, in any pair you are trading, automatically it has moved 10,000 pips. So it has had value a lot or it has reduced value a lot. That's what it means. Okay, that's how you quantify. So how does this help us? How does this help us as traders? Well, this help you in terms of setting your stop loss, your take profit, and also helping you in terms of managing your risk as a day trader or a forex trader. Okay, so we are going to do some examples. So bear with me. Let us do some example and see how we make use of it. Okay, so we are going to use this as an example. Okay, so watch me. Now, I know the very question that's coming into your mind now is, where is the pip located? So I think I'm going to help you with that answer before you know that. Where's my arrow? Okay, good. So if you check the screen now, look to the extreme end by the right, okay, extreme end by the right, you will see series of numbers. You can see the blue now. I just indicated them out. You can see the blue now. And what you can see is that we have all the pips here. These are the pip numbers. You can see 1.08260 and a lot of them there. So the thing is, let us say we want to take a trade here. So what I can see here, let's just assume this is an illustration. I'm not teaching you a strategy here now. This is just an illustration on how to calculate pips while trading. Okay. Let's say we want to sell from here. Okay. And the sell we are taking from here, we will be using 10 pips as our stop loss, and we'll also be using 20 pips as our take profit. So let's carry our 2 that way enable us an entry. This is our entry 2. So let's place it here, and now please follow. Now what you have to do is you look at the extreme end by right, which is where your pips is located, and what you can see there, our entry is 1.08077. So the types of pips I gave you, I told you the third number after the decimal point is your 10 pips. So if that number should increase by 1, is your 10 pips. And what we have there is the third number there is 0, 0, okay, that's 0. Then after the 0, we have 7. Then we have 7, okay. So what this means is that 0 now needs to turn, we need to increase it to 177. So 177, that's going to be 10 pip move. So we are going to do that. So it might be challenging sometimes, so you have to be very, very careful. Slow, don't be too fast. 7, 7, just like that. But you can see just like that. Our stop loss now is 1.08177 instead of 8077. All right. Then our take profit now is going to be -2 from that level now. So the entry price is that 0.08077, right? So it's going to be -2. So before that 0, we have 9. Okay, then before that 9, we have 8. So it's going to be 877. So taking it down to 877, going So you have to be careful. And mind you, this should be the very first thing you should do after taking any trade. After taking any trade, you should set your stop loss and take profit immediately, because that will help you secure your capital. So here we go. This is 20 pips take profit and 10 pips stop loss. So with the help of this now, we are able to take trade, and when the price gets to our take profit, automatically what? The price will close, even if you are offline, okay? Even if you are not online, the price will what? It's going to close. And if it should hit your stop loss, it's going to take the percentage amount you are willing to lose. That's what it's going to take out, okay? So that's all. Same thing applies if you are buying, okay? If you are buying, the thing is, once you are convinced that you have to take a buy trade here, once you click the buy, what you should do is you calculate your stop loss by identifying your entry price 1.079. So let's say your stop loss is 10 pips, it is 924. So it's going to subtract, so it's going to be 824, just like this. Okay, it's really challenging though, but you can, if you are using the MT5, it's going to set it, you can just type it in. So your take profit is going to, this is 924, which is going to be 8124, because 024 will be good. 8124, just like this, okay? So that's easy like that. If you have any question on this, you can ask in the comment section. I'll be there to answer you. And if you want me to do a video on this particular topic, you can also ask, and also check out these videos to get more educational content on Forex.